Why is it so important to understand what the throat is and what it does for you? How do you understand the position, location, track settings? It's all levels of your intention. It's all levels of the mind. It's the conceptual locations to your heart. It's everything through your voice. Okay, so you have to really have your intention of what you're sending out. If you're sending something to somewhere, to a point of view, you're getting position location to its message. So you're sending something out, but it's got to be the concept of its intent, okay, in its positions to its mind, to its position of its heart, to its throat, okay. You guys have to learn how to use the correlations of your throat through the mind setting, through its intent, okay, because you have your eyes, you have your ears, okay, eyes for seeing, ears for sound, heart for feeling. It's putting all your senses, inhibitors, and all position location and track lines into one center of position locations, right? So the importance is to understand how to use it. It's not the why. Now you guys have a test coming up, a very big test on review and evaluations about the heart, the vegetables of the heart, the central systems of the heart, the calculations of the heart, the modifications of the heart, the electrical system of the heart, the electrical panels of the heart, the recognition line conditions of the heart, the heart reactor line positions, the arc reactor communications, the center calculation streamline setting, to its specifications, all levels of central line position. Your heart is everything inside locations, right? So every time you set out a tone, it comes back to you. But what did you send out through intention? Okay. That's the one thing you got to look at. Know exactly this before you travel through that. And before you travel through this, you better know what you're saying through this. Okay. So there's a lot of things adaptation system. You have your ears. Hearing, right? Seeing, observing, remote view, scanning, scanning. See, I'm scanning. Now, if I go off like that, what's just happened? Right? Disturbance, distraction, less motivation line connections, right? Crossing signals, not paying attention, not listening, not adapting, not appreciating, not understanding, not being understood. Okay? That's all levels of intelligence. You can't go by anymore. You can't. It's not allowed. It's prohibited. This is universal law. Your throat is coming in activation line setting. Now, humanities location is a high set location, coming at full levels of awareness locations. That's why you got to stay positive. And every time you in position walk and you see something, you have to observe. You have to connect. If it's connected to you, you're connecting. But if it's connected to you and you walk by, it's off system. Okay? You're dealing with intelligence now. Now, when you centralize your set lines into your intention, you're totally fine. But what message are you sending out? It's not why you're sending it, it's how you're sending it through your thoughts. Your thoughts are all position location where it comes into its placebo. The placebo is setting up signals in set locations to your set line connections, which is your cerebral. Understanding the cortex line connection is understanding the mystical cortex location of vibrational settings. That's the recognition line connections. Know exactly what you're doing with your intention, know exactly what you're doing with your travels, know exactly what you're doing through your seeing, your hearing, and everything through your heart setting. Okay? But that is the order that it goes in. It's all levels of higher position locations of vibration. How to use it through its energy, how to use it through its frequency, how to balance these things out every time you send something out. You got to get the grounds with the masculinity and the femininity. Ooh, right? Ooh, right? Male, female, male, female, male, female, right? That's pure intention. You're setting in a waving signal. Okay? Now, what channel is that? Through line communication, alpha, delta, right? Coming in communication at gamma, right? So, really recognize these things through your intention. When you see these things go by, you pay attention. You don't go, right? You're misrepresenting your setting. You're not paying attention. Comes back at you, right? Because you ignored its system. Remember, your throat is activating. So when your throat activates the set lines, it opens all position location to its grounds and everything that you see through conscious location. Now, in position line track line settings, when the throat is in a forwarded setting in position of 6 line in communications, you're now connected to all lines of your earth of nature setting. First time communicating with nature. Be cautious what you do with your thoughts. Understand the grounds, okay? Get into reverberation line setting. Find the fluctuation, find the position to flex capacitor. Understanding the capacity. Right? Right? Everything has voice, everything has control, everything has command and its own intention. So you really have to pay attention to these things, being positive all calculations. Every single time you set out a position, right? The most important thing is, what are you sending out and what do you want back? Okay? That's the importance you have to understand, because you're coming into your abundance, you're coming into manifestation locations. So if you don't know how to use this, but you understand this, but I'm confused to this, but I have no idea what that is, and forget about my voicing grid, I have no idea what I just finished saying. You're all confused, right? So this is a balance that you guys have to find to understand the scales of your set system. Balance. It's not this, it's this. Okay, space is very fast. Okay, on so many line connections. But the more you understand your intention, your pure intention, your purified intention, you understand the importance to your system is to stay positive. Be positive. I am positive. Because every time you're sending out code set locations, it comes back at you regardless, whatever you do through intention. Okay? So as long as you stay in the positive setting and not in the negative line interference, you have no problem. But as soon as you go into negative line interference, they're going to come to you either way. But it's not a positive position. It's a karma cycle. And everything that you send out comes back to you. And so many communications unfold, right? Track line centers are 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, depending on what you're doing through emotional setting. You have to really understand the foundations of set locations. Now you got 24,000 lights in interlocation heart reactor line connection high position arc reactor, time sequence locations of high setting, in position locations of 24,000 lines of tones that you have to balance out, right? That's how nature sees your line communication system. You guys get out of full levels of resistance and you communicate with nature. Nature looks at you, you look at nature. Has a tone, you're sending it back. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you, right? So this is how you really have to really get into the acceptance and all levels of surrender. Surrendering to your voice of your universe line connections. It's like breaking position locations, all levels of voice grid line centers of space. Locked in signal, locked in dimension, locked in orbit, locked in calculation, locked in stream. Okay? But you're sending up messages, transmitting and receiving, transmitting and receiving. That's all this is. It's reaction to the body. So I make it very well clear what you guys need to do is balance out your throat through the mind. Use the throat through the mind. You don't just anymore. Okay? Really absorb, like really get in the connections, you know? Like Zara was saying, you're saying how you say it is all position location and track lines and digital frame location numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Different emotions, 4 track line connections. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, back in balance. Okay. I show you how you connect to emotional setting, how it changes everything that you do. Okay. So if you can see and hear everything around you, so can everything else. It's not one-sided anymore, guys. Okay. Whatever you see, they see. And that they see is the connection of its consciousness. The correlation line connection sees everything in that direct locations and what you're doing through your position of your intention. When you're sending something out, it's coming back to you. That's why you can no longer ignore anything that you're in direct signal of. Right over left, left over right. Right? So get into that channel streamlines and calculation set lines and understand how to use it through your frame position locations into your set locations, your keyboard frames. Right? So I think it's very powerful how you say things, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. What's after 3? Can't remember. Setting calculation line interference of loss and transition line connections all levels of a black hole. Setting line interference location loss, your signal line position location of its message, high position location calculation to its galaxy setting. So if you forget something, you're in a loop. You're in a karmic cycle. You got to get out of that line position, right? Be careful how you say things. Okay? To make that very well clear. All right. So getting a track setting. Again, in line interference of 4, set location of 6. Okay. This is going to be extremely high rise lines of formula. Okay, so track lines of anything in position of high setting is what you guys in Galactic Candidate's high system. So we open up the ground line rotation interference and set location. Let's set up set locations of barometer checks, setting direction, correlation line conditions, put in track lines of information system. All right, so go line position of 46 line position. Now we underline it as ground levels of 3 0 line rotations and set locations. We started there, right? Now, 3 line center that comes as flux passive communication line sending. 1 position locations into 1, in position of 2, in position of 3, in position location of 4, line position of 6, sets high position location in line center, half pipe communication 6 line into another 6 line communications, sending correlation system and triangulation high setting. Okay, setting position of traction, done by equation. Ground line setting, line interference with throat pattern communication line stream. All right, so that's 46 line settings. 46 locations into 0, 0, 0. But we're going to go up line setting in track locations 0, 0, 0. Go up position locations, 3 line setting 0, 0, 0, 0. Go up line position, track line setting 0, 0, 0. 3 communication line interference, line position location high setting. So line position location of 1, 1 position location of 2, 2 position location of 3, and 3 position locations of 4, line position of line condition of 6, and track locations. Done by equation. All right, so setting signals in high send line position location throat line is allocated to locations. Power generation line, center line, and rotation interference and set location high system. 4 line setting, position location, 6 line position location, allocate time lines and high line interference. All line and rotation set lines and high energy field line rotation setting, position location tractions. Done by equation. All right, setting position location, line interference, and atmosphere locations, interline communication system, interlace communication system, 3 line calculation settings. Another line rotation, magnetic line interference, 3 line communication system, done by equation. All right, setting position of grounds, in position of power, recognition line, position location, atmosphere line, conditional levels, space line, position location, beyond. The barometer line interference of measuring correlation line conditions into heat energy power correlation system, heart reactor line, position location, individual locations, all of bandwidth correlating line connection, atmosphere location of change, changing kaleidoscope levels and operation signals, position location of panels communicate operation setting, indirect location, high center, and position location of traction. Now the track line interference, line position location, high signal, position location, high system, what's position location of tractions, allocate position location of the line center, 46 line position location of 0, line position of 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, line position location, 6 line position location of 4, line interference, 4 line center lines position of pi, position location line system, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 line interference, location of 5, sets line position locations, high center line position location, high system, puts position location 12 line center, DNA track line position location, allocation line interference location position calculation setting. Done by equation. All right, so setting position location calculations, so 46 line settings, 46 windows. We got a window line set and set locations, all right? Setting correlation line interference into all position of vast. Now we come into vast line calculations. Velocity in position location into volume. Setting position attractions. UFO line center line interference scans position location. Straight down line setting. Circle line rotation interference. Center position. Center position. And set locations. Done by equation. All right, so as we come into line connections, the line setting line interference comes into 46 line valves, and that 46 line position location line interference. We got a line 0000, box location, set line system. Take the 0 line interference, 0000, box location, high setting position. Line communications, line communication, line communications, downshift, 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 line communication. Done by equation. All right, setting position, high setting is really understand how to use the 46 line connections. Now, opening and throw pattern line interference is 6, line position gives us 7, 7 lines is 8, 8 position 9, 10, 11, 12. Meta Ultron calculations of Metatron calculation, high line interference, high position locations, 46,000 lines settings of streamline interference of block line center locations into binary line interference location of pyramid communication setting of rotation setting. Rotation interference, 4 line setting, and position location of 6 line position locations into 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 on track location setting, high in position location, allocate high lines interference, open and throw pattern communication. Throat's now open, track location, done by equation. All right, setting signals and high setting, high position calculation string lines. All right. Pulsars, interline connections, interchase line settings, all position attractions. Madeline, Gypsy, Heather, correlations, Airbender, Max, Val, Chris, Tina, Danielle, JP, Laura. All right, it's great to see everybody. Johnny, Trinity, Commander, Zara. All right, so there's a lot going on. Understand your throat settings and high interference to track locations, high setting. Putting position locations back in center. All right, now understand your position locations and where you are is true to understand your program location has allocated in a time line interference. Now, line communication of 0 line and 46 high position location high system. All right, so 4 line tracks, lines, and positions. So you got 0, 0, 0, 0. That's 4 set locations. Into 0, 0, 0 bracket locations, another 0, 0, 0 bracket location high system, puts in 6 location settings. Now, line communication then 0 line and 0 line rotation, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 position of track lines. Setting line position locations, 6 line positions, backtrack line position of 4, 4 equals location of 6, line position locations of pi. Done by equation. Ooh, ah. All right, so your throat's set up. It's all set up, people. All right, setting position line direction. Recognition line, condition, flux, pass line, position location, high setting. Okay, setting position locations. Now we're going into flux capacitor locations, into 4, into 6 location, right? So I'm sending up your flux capacitor location. Signal line setting, 0 line rotation, okay, into new ground settler rotation, okay? Setting communication, UFO comes in, scans position location center. All right, so flow 4 is in position line condition levitation. All right, setting correlation system is 6. Information panel, correlation line settings. Rounds and communications of line, sending line and position, gamma line, interference, location, radiation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 line communication line settings. Line communication, out, positions back to the moon. All right, done by equation. It's all set up. Crop circles and set lines of throat line, communication line interference, setting schematic line channels, metal face, scales line, channel lining, inline rotation, and position location traction. Okay, setting signal location. Now, coming in your throat is really understand the masculinity to the feminine. All right. So now you guys got to get balance. Okay. Remember, use this instead of this, to this, to this. Okay. Always, 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 always use your intention. Purify, set location, positive line, in line, rotation, and calculation setting. You set a negative line interference and you're not sure position, location, track, and interference. You're off grid, off position. Set a parallel position, location, paradox setting. You don't want to do that. Okay. You want a lacing line, communication of a nice flow, recognition line, position, location, traction. Ooh-ah. Okay. All right. So now let's set in the alpha line settings, shall we? Woo-hoo. All right. Block line, position, location, track lines is 0, 0, 0, 0, 4 line. Setting position track line. Okay. Another 4 line setting, position locations, all levels, line conditions, equal line conditions, 8 line setting. Setting position location, another 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Setting position track lines. This is underscore line position of pi, back and forth line 0, back and line position, back and correlation, back position line conditions. Track line and interference, line position locations, equal line condition, another 4 line center, another 8 positions. Take the 8 line setting and position, take the 8 line position of 8 line conditions, circle line rotation interference, a 4 to 6 location. Done by equation. It's all set up. All right. So where we are through set lines of communication. Okay, feel it's from 4 to 5, dispose through 6. Yeah. While the set lines in the communication line setting is block interference, you have to really get in position location of your throttle. Really get into the mechanism of your throat, right? So if you're doing this, and every time you talk, it's humming. See how I changed it? But it's balanced, right? So it's going up and it's going down. It's going up and it's going down. So you really have to start learning how to use. Learn how to use your throat and all line communication, space line, and position location interaction. But it's got to be through what? Your intention, through the mind, all through the heart, all through the eyes, and all what you hear through location. So in position location line settings, you're going to be going. Listen. It's all different vibration line setting, but it's all balanced correlation system. Every time I channel line communication, it's balance of the male and the masculine line connection, high position locations, balance and line position location traction. Not creating line communication of confusion, right? So really have to get into your vocal cords, set line position location tractions, right? But congrats, you activate the line, send line, and position. All through set locations of 88 settings. Multipass. All right. So you got 8 channels operation line center to the left and line position location, 8 line position location to the right. So we take the 8 setting, another 8 line center, split position location to space, line position of time. Okay. So the 8 line center line interference sets position locations into 4, sets line position of 6, and sets line position locations into 8. And set lines in another 8 line rotation interference in position location of the sun and position location of the moon. All right. So this is the sun communication the moon setting, kaleidoscope line rotation interference and track locations. High channels its line if it's clocking the line of its rotation setting. Done by equation. All right. So the clock's in through throw pattern. Now we have high position location. Your pyramid set. Binary code, line center line 0, line position location is 0, line position location of 0, 3 track line condition high position. All right. So another line of rotation interference in set location high setting is another 3 set locations. Track and line interference and set lines high position location to 1 tether communication. Setting high position location, UFO comes in, scans position, send line setting. Opens all track interference, sonar line interference, 3 set locations. Done by equation. All right. All right, so geographical line connection is now set up through map sequence locations. All right, we come to the throttle. The carotid line connection. Gotta find the balance. So balance of the masculinity, femininity, right? Male, female, right? Down cross signal, up cross system, right? Masculinity, femininity line, and position of voice line, right? So the track lines and high line interference is 4 line positions, equal line conditions of pi, pi position location, line conditions of 6, line position locations over line position of pi, setting position location in 6 line conditions in position location in the moon, into monoline interference or Wi-Fi position location calculation line conditions, in direct location of 0, 0, and line centers of highest line position location of 4 line position locations into 7 line position location of 5, 5 line center of 12, into your 12 DNA track line conditions, high system position locations, and your throttle correlation line conditions, all position locations done. Ooh-ah. It's all set. All right. Now, you guys got a videograph line setting. Remember, don't touch anything, locations. Coming to top rotation stream lines, high sign locations, seeing a video screen line and rotations, how to go through water communication line center to all levels. It's like a clover. It's like a leaf. It's specification track lines. Recognition water containment settings in 4 lines of solar generation line streams. Setting position location to track lines. So you got 4 line setting into 6 position, right? So solar streamline in position, magnetic line channel, and 4 track locations. Setting position location, 8 lines of 6, 6.5 pipe, set location and moon set location into sun position, right? Now the sun line center line interference sets new sun codes, sun line center line position to its pyramid set in high set locations into 4 channel line stream location, all right? Walking surface into the sun line setting, okay? Travel communication system opens up another portal line rotations to its position location track lines. Done by equation, right? All right, so open up the travel recognition line conditions of realms, formation locations, flight navigation, equalize notification signals, line position locations into form line, center line position locations, into 6 lines and another half pipe of 6 line position locations into 5. Now 5 line center line position of 7, equal line conditions of 12, 12 line centers of 12, line position location of 12, set lines of high line interference into 12, 24, 36 line position location of track lines into now line position of 48, line position of 72, 72 to 144, and track location setting. Done by equation. All right, so all clocking settings of 12, 24, 48, and 72 and 144 is in your throw pattern now in your binary set location. All right, placebo cortex, mystical cortex line setting, string lines and set lines and high standing line position, location, and perimeters. 2 line channels, 2 line channels, 2 line operation, and 2 circles. Set line position, location in the bracket. So that's 2 calling signals and 2 0 line rotation, 2 line position location and 2 0 line rotation, crossing signals and 2 set location of 0 0 operation, setting correlation system of 2 0 0 line rotations, bracket interference, bracket interference, bracket interference, set bracket interference. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 line setting, line position equal location of 6, 4 line settings of 4, 6 position location setting into throw pattern, line communication, line setting, and all lines that interference and position track line. There you go. Down by equation. All right, so you got a security line setting now to your throat. All right. Measure accountability. Recognize line communication modification settings. Modification module, line setting, navigation system, console calculation, line setting, throw patterns of 46 line setting rotations into flux capacitor line communication. Done by equation. Now you got modulation. Okay, set lines and high line interference, holographic line send location of 0 lines into binary code set locations into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 line position. All right, so you track location settings, high send line interference, another track location position, high setting, opens opposite location, your pyramid set location. All right, laser direction locations into 3 set locations. Sending correlation, UFO comes in, scans position, travels through all level line center, your throw pattern and set location. It's where the internal location settings. Recognizing your position of track lines into your radio signal location. done by equation. All right, so as we come into line inference, we come into alpha, we come into delta communication, we come into theta. Theta line and center lines is open signal location, so it's set lines and have trial location. Setting direct locations comes into omega. Omega sets line positions to a figure 8 line rotations, set location setting, and set location, done by equation. All right, so you got gamma, line position of sigma, into radiation line position at all levels. You also have you got Magnus, and set lines of Ultron. Ultron waves and correlating line interference and throw pattern communication system, set line communication, line strip down, and line rotation. Setting direct line signals and high setting and high position of track lines. So we got box lines of zeros into 4 set location, into line 3, line position of another 3 locations. So that's 6 and 6 line settings. So that's 3 over 3. 3 equals 3 line in a line position of 6. 6 plus triangle into position of Merkaba, center correlation line setting. Position of track lines and just open all position locations. In line connect